Carina Press and Harper Audio present Killer Secrets by Kathleen Donnelly, performed by Haley Henderson. For Jeff, love you always. And for all the canines and their handlers who work hard to keep us safe. Chapter 1. Trey Hansley stared down the slope and its perfect powder. He loved snowboarding in the backcountry mountains. He'd just discovered this awesome area in the Pinot Grande National Forest and couldn't wait to test it out. His brother, Chase, stood next to him. Trey put a hand on his shoulder. "This is going to be mind-blowing." "Are you sure it's safe?" Chase asked. "Seriously? You're still worrying about that, little bro? Look where we are. We're in the mountains with no other borders. We have this slope to ourselves. It's rad. The sun is out and we have clear blue skies. It doesn't get any better than this." Chase shrugged in acknowledgement, but Trey could tell he was still nervous. Chase loved shredding slopes and had spent time at ski resorts doing just that. But Trey had convinced him that there were even better places to go where you didn't have to purchase a lift ticket and you had peace and serenity. Just you and the mountain. But his younger brother wasn't fully convinced. "You've got your gear, right?" Trey asked. "I do." "Then let's test your beacon and make sure everything is set, just in case. That's why we have all that stuff. That way, we can get out here, have fun, and not worry about avalanches and shit like that." "Yeah, okay," Chase said. Trey went through a full equipment check and made sure their beacons were on. They also each had shovels, probes, and an avalong. The avalong supplied oxygen if you were caught in an avalanche. People often died in avalanches because while they were buried, they rebreathed their own carbon dioxide. The avalong helped that problem by allowing them to breathe through a tube, taking the carbon dioxide away from their faces. With that equipment, Trey had full confidence that even if something did happen, they would be fine. "You go first," Trey said. "Really? Don't you want to go? This is your first time in the backcountry. I want you to enjoy it. I'll go first the next time we do this." "All right," Chase said, a smile spreading across his face. "It'll be a freaking blast, I promise. Have fun shredding some POW, and I'll see you down at the bottom." Chase pulled his goggles down and turned his board, starting down the hill. Trey watched his brother as powder billowed around him. It was a great run, and Trey was itching to get going himself, but he waited until he thought Chase was far enough down the slope. Often, it was a skiing or boarding partner that kicked off an avalanche. Trey shoved those thoughts aside and started down on his board, feeling the rush as he picked up speed. A few feet down, he could already tell something wasn't quite right. It was like the snow was disappearing underneath him. Then the slab let loose. More snow released and started sucking and pulling Trey with it. Panic welled up inside him, but he fought against it. His brother. He couldn't help Chase if the avalanche buried him. Adrenaline mixed with fear fueled him. Trey battled to stay on top of the snow, but the mountain became a monster and felt like it was eating him alive. His whole body trembled in terror. He used his legs to try to turn his board. Trey's thighs burned from trying to get his board out of the snow that seemed to come alive and suck him in like quicksand. He saw a tree coming and flung himself toward the branches, grasping and clinging for his life, praying that the bough wouldn't break. He managed to hang on, and the limb held. Other trees and boulders were caught in the large slide and being toppled and sucked under as if the mountain were alive. Someone was screaming. Was the screaming Chase? Trey realized that the sound he heard was himself. He was yelling his brother's name at the top of his lungs as he saw the snowslide catch Chase
Sample complete. Ready to continue?